Welcome to the Property Profits Podcast. Thank you so much for jumping on today. I am stoked to be here with you. So here we go. Let's drop some game like we do. You're wanting to get into real estate. It's like drinking from a freaking fire hose. You can go to Google University, you can go on YouTube, you watch all the gurus. They got all the answers. Why do they have the answers? If they're actually doing business, why do they have the answers? They have stumbled, they have failed, they have made mistakes, they have had W's, they've had L's. That's part of the game. You got to get your hands dirty at some point. You can't just keep reading. You can't just keep digesting information. You can learn so much textbook, but at some point your runway ends. You got to go get your hands dirty. Now, should you get a mentor? You can. It can help you tremendously if you get a mentor. And I would argue that you should. But you shouldn't let it handicap you. You shouldn't get that mentor and not learn that side of the business. Just like if you go to partner with somebody, you still got to learn that side of the business. You might not be, your strengths might not lie in that side of the business, but you still have to have a general understanding of it. That's where I think a lot of people, I don't want to say fail, but it takes them a long time to either get started on their journey or progress. You've got to dive in. Especially maybe you're not new, but let's just talk if you're new right now and you want to get going. You think real estate's sexy. You want to do it. Go get a freaking house. Go buy a house. All right. I would say do it creatively if you can. That was one thing is I probably wouldn't go to the bank, get pre-qualified and go buy one with a bank. I would do it creatively. I'd try to find somebody with a really good interest rate, take that over, pay them some equity payments, do something creative like that. Or get somebody to sell or finance a property to me if they're starting out. That's what I would have done different, but I would do it. I would make offers. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I've got a buyer that reached out today, needs a ton of mobile homes, right? You know what I've been doing for the last 4 hours? Looking for mobile homes in the cities that the guy needs them. I just hit the pavement. Because that is my focus right then and there. If you're new, your focus is getting a deal, making offers. Today, some of my acquisitions team on our residential department were like, these leads suck. The people aren't whatever. And I'm like, you gotta do the reps, right? Everybody's leads suck and all this stuff, but it's doing the reps. It's talking to these sellers. It's improving your skills, enhancing your skill set, making offers, and boom, you get one under contract. Man, that was a lot of work, but look how much you learned in that process. All right. Also, say maybe you're not new, you're intermediate, you've done a few deals, but how do you scale? What the hell? You thought real estate was going to make you rich, right? You're intermediate, you've got some property, but damn, you're spinning your wheels. You might be going negative every month. That's normal for a lot of people, right? How do you scale? What do you got to do? You got to get in the reps. You got to look at bigger deals. You got to underwrite bigger deals. You can't just keep hiring your way into this. You can't keep partnering your way into this. You can, but you need to have an understanding. So you're an intermediate, you want to do bigger deals. Start evaluating bigger deals. I like big ass mobile home parks. What have I been doing? Evaluating big ass mobile home parks every single day. Now they're not all big because I got a lot of leads. And that's where I'm focusing my time is talking to mobile home park owners, right? I want to, if they have 30, great. If they got 100, great. If they got 200, great, right? But I'm underwriting these deals. I'm talking to these sellers. I'm making offers. I've got the lingo. I've bought parks, but I've never had huge ass parks. That's what I want now. So you know what I'm doing? I'm talking to sellers with huge ass parks. Right? I'm making offers. I'm getting uncomfortable, and that's what you have to do. Each level has a new devil, and you have to hit it head on. Whatever level you're at, that's not just in real estate, right? That's in life, any business, any of that, fitness, health. Like you've got to push the threshold. I think I made a post on it this morning. Like I'm on a bulk right now, right? I'm eating a ton of calories. And I've got to eat these calories to maintain the weight I'm at, to keep pushing the weight. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, right? Like I get tired of eating and all this stuff. It is uncomfortable, but it's going to allow me to grow physically. Same thing with real estate. And I hope this hits home. I want you to go out after you hear this episode. I want you to push yourself. Whatever you're at right now, you ever heard that saying, if you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, like you're probably freaking nuts, all right? That's the truth. All right, same thing's been done, same thing's been done, same thing's been done. Stop, all right? What are you gonna do next? How are you gonna improve your life through real estate? What are you gonna do? You want bigger deals? You want easier, like more efficient deals? It doesn't have to be bigger. Do you want, I don't know, whatever you want, that's what I want you to tackle. If it's expanding, expand. Work on expansion. Figure that out. Start making offers on stuff you have no idea about. I got a story. I don't know why this just came to my mind. When I was younger, I was like fresh out of high school, right? And I lived in a little town, and I went to Dallas, Texas. And I like dressed up, and I'm not the dress up type. Like sleeves is pretty far. Like I'm dressed up with sleeves. But I remember I was like, man, I'm gonna be a business person. So I started just applying at all the biggest ass buildings downtown Dallas that I could. These people were laughing at me. I got out of high school. I never like bottomed my class at high school, right? And like I reflect on those moments and I'm like, damn, that kid had it like figured out at the time. You know, like I was like, I didn't care what they thought. I just went big. And yeah, life happens and you're like, oh, I gotta go do some school and do this and that, get credentials. That's not really the truth. Like I was on the right path at that time. You gotta keep getting the no's to get the yeses, right? You gotta face those big ass hurdles, those challenges to expand. So you're gonna keep getting the no's. You're gonna keep getting the no, and then you're gonna get a yes. You're gonna get a W, right? And that's when you're like, damn, I'm at the next level, right? And bask in that level, learn everything you can about that level, and then go towards the next level. Don't just take a race because you see all this Instagram flash and all this stuff, all these checks. It doesn't work like that. You've gotta be, I had someone tell me something that was so cool one time, and it stuck in my head. He was like, dude, because I was like, man, I want 1,000 units on real estate. He's like, you gotta be the type of person that's able to own 1,000 units. I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then it hit me. I'm like, man, if I can only manage a certain amount of units, then, you know, like without any, like with trouble and like hurdles and all this stuff, and it's not like a smooth process, how the hell would I be the type of person at that time that could own 1,000 units? And it makes sense. You've got to go through the level to become that person that can be the person you want to be. So it's not about jumping from here to here. It's go each level. Some people sprint up those levels because doors open, their minds, they're like on this vibration that's doing these types of things. That's awesome. More power to them, but don't be in such a rush, right? Things happen when you get right and you learn and things start clicking. That's badass. I hope you learned a lot on this and I hope that it resonated with you. I think you're able to leave comments, at least like on Spotify, like your thoughts on the show, maybe on Apple Podcasts too. But if you are, I'd love to hear your comments. And as always, if you could leave an honest review, it means the world. We're not promoting this with ads, anything like that. I just want to serve you, and I want you to let me know how I can serve you better. I'm going to drop gems every day like I do, and until the next one, we got a badass guest coming on this week. I can't wait to bring them to you. Thank you so much.